So one of the things we can do is we can come up and measure the amount of grow that we have. And then kind of really just easy signs of root disease. So root disease starts to become more obvious in like June and July. That's when you're kind of got to be concerned about it. But other than that, anybody have any questions?
If you get a lot of these and you can either split it or, I don't know what the options are, but isn't there an option to do 2 brood boxes?
Yeah, so typically you'll raise a beehive with 2 brood boxes. So when your first brood box fills up to about 6 or 7 frames, they'll throw on a second brood box. Some people wait a little too long and then they'll swarm. But if you throw a second brood box on, sometimes that one will build up to 6 or 7 frames. You'll forget and they'll swarm. But then you throw on a brood box and then they'll get busy collecting honey. But sometimes we get a little bit behind the bees, and as soon as they sense there's sort of a growth rate sensing, and if there's not enough space, they start building queen cells and will send home. So if you keep ahead of adding your boxes, it kind of prevents the swarm, but some strong hives are so strong that they'll just do it anyway. And that's where, even in your bottom 2 brood boxes, just keep an eye out for queen cells.
So 2 brood boxes is typical.
Typical, yeah, for sure. And then, so the other thing is, right before they swarm, if you've missed kind of seeing the queen cells, all of a sudden they stop laying eggs for about 2 weeks. And what it is the queen is slimming down so she can actually fly. When her ovaries are full on, it's actually too heavy to fly, so they'll shut down brood production. So you'd be like, wow, it was really strong last week, tons of brood, and then boom, nothing. And that, just look around. There's either another queen there already, or there's sperm cells down in the bottom frame you haven't looked at. So a lot of times, like I said, you just look till you see eggs and you put it all back together. But if suddenly you don't see eggs, keep looking, and then you might see sperm cells. And sometimes they're at the very bottom of the hive, and it has to do with how often the queen goes to a particular spot. They leave what's called a footprint pheromone. Everybody sees the line of ants on the ground. You can wipe all the ants away and then they follow the same line. They're actually following a little track that is laid down. The queen does the same thing in the hive. And if the queen hasn't been to an area in a long time and there's eggs in there, and so she lays them and then doesn't come back, they'll actually start making queens there. So sometimes it's the furthest place where they're from. Cool. Anybody